Alright, what's up everybody? We're back here on Black Mountain, Montana today, and it feels like it's been a while since I recorded a video, and I guess it kind of has. Uh, I've just been really busy here the last few days and week or so. Our work is sort of in the peak busy season right now, and been pretty stressful and all that, so just kind of needed a break. Plus, this past weekend, Friday, my wife and I, it wasn't on that day, but we celebrated our 3-year wedding anniversary. So we went out to eat. Went to a nice, well, we went to, did a little shopping at the Louisiana Boardwalk, which is in Bossier City, right there on the Red River. Um, in between, well, Bossier's on the rivers on my side, the east side of the river from Shreveport. So if you know where Shreveport is, Bossier City is right there next to it. But there's a Louisiana Boardwalk there, all kind of stores and restaurants and cool stuff to do. There's a big old movie theater with the IMAX and all that. In fact, we're going to go see the new Star Wars movie in December. I've already got my tickets booked, seats reserved, all that kind of cool stuff. I'm not going to see on the IMAX, just going to see on the regular screen, but it'll be nice. It's a big theater. And anyway, so we went over there to do a little shopping and went to eat a nice steak dinner at Saltgrass Steakhouse. It's very good. Too good. Stuffed myself. Anyway, looks like we got our truck unloaded last time, and we'll just need to get this back up to the job site and get us another load. But yeah, sometimes work gets crazy and other things going on in life, just need a break. So I thought about taking an even longer break, but I'm feeling kind of recharged and refreshed, and so ready to get back after doing some videos. And as far as the maps go, like I said, I've been pretty busy, so I haven't really had time to work on anything lately, but the interior, I'm waiting on Serious Mods to do some edits he wants to do, and then hopefully that won't take too long, and we'll get back to getting that finished and released. And Ransom Ridge, haven't touched that in probably two weeks now at least. Just, kind of lost motivation, and then I got busy working on interior, but I'm going to get right back on Ransom Ridge here pretty soon and try to get that finished up. It may take me another month, seriously, to get that finished up, but I'm going to work on it as hard as I can. But yeah, Friday night, went over there to Bossier and did a little shopping, went to eat the steak dinner, and then Saturday was kind of another busy day. We got in late from Bossier, maybe around, I don't know, 10 o'clock or so that night, so the next morning just kind of slept in and didn't do a whole lot Saturday, but Saturday around, well, I guess around 4 o'clock I started getting ready, but went over to a buddy's house and met him there, and then a few of us loaded up and went over to the dirt track races not far from where we live. They had the annual Spooky 50 big dirt track stuff going on. They had late models, modifieds, compacts, all kinds of different vehicle classes. And then they even had sprint cars. Tony Stewart showed up. Let's see, late models. It was Billy Moyer? I don't keep up with dirt track too much, but I mainly just went to see Tony Stewart, and he did end up winning one race, and I tell you what, he was flying around the track in that one race, so I had high hopes that in the main feature that he was going to win it, but there was a car there faster than he was even, so Tony just couldn't catch him. If he had maybe a few more laps, he might have been able to do something, but he just couldn't quite get there. So Tony ended up finishing second in the sprint, the main feature race at the end, which was kind of delayed because the the lights went out. So they lined up all the sprint cars there in the feature 4 wide, just sort of as a kind of a tip of the hat to the fans kind of thing, take pictures, whatever. And so they lined them up 4 wide, and they got going, and about a quarter of the way around the track, once they were lined up 4 wide, the lights went out. Well, about half the lights went out. And so here we all are sitting in the dark, mostly in the dark, and they're trying to get the lights back on. It was about a 30-45 minute delay, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see, I think, yeah, that's got a front PTO on it, I think. But they finally got the lights back on. Probably, it was close to midnight. And so they got the lights back on, get everybody lined up again. Of course, they red flagged everybody. All the crews came out and was looking at the cars and all that stuff, and finally got it going. And I think, I don't know, it's probably a little, it was maybe 12:30, something like that, before we finally left the track. I didn't get home till after 1 o'clock in the morning. So needless to say, Sunday was pretty crazy for me, because I had to get up early. I play in the church orchestra where I go to church at, and so I was a little tired that morning. Did make it though, had to be there at 8 o'clock. And then we had a special program later that night, and I had to be back up there at 4 for rehearsal. And so 4 to 5 we rehearsed, and then they fed us some shrimp gumbo and some Raising Cane's chicken strips. So at least we got fed. Then the program was at 6 o'clock. So I didn't get home till after 7. And it was a long day, and after not getting much sleep, it was pretty nuts. So I just didn't feel like making any videos Sunday. Which would have been the video for Monday. So we are back on track now, hopefully. I do want to get a loader for the sawmill. Maybe after we deliver another load of logs, we can do that. Yeah, I'm still not really sure how I got up Sunday morning at 7 o'clock when I only went to bed. Well, I guess I turned the light out probably around 1:30. That was a rough morning. I usually stay up pretty late most nights. I mean, here lately I haven't been just because I've been so tired. But I'm usually a night owl. I'll stay up till midnight, 1 o'clock sometimes, most nights. Then it finally will catch up with me. I'm just getting old, but will finally catch up with me, and I'll sleep on a Saturday till about 10, 11 o'clock sometimes. Yeah, I really can't wait to cut all that, because those are big trees. That's going to be some quick loads right there. Let me look at this. Okay, so we're facing that way, so it's that track right there. That's not too bad. I mean, we could afford it right now, but I still want to finish cutting this track that we're on. Then we'll cut this other one over here, because I ended up having to buy this one. I bought this one to cut. There was a tree right here across the road. I had to get rid of it, so I ended up buying this little track because it wasn't much. See, it was only 105,000. But this one right here, I think this is going to be the next spot. So we'll finish cutting this one first, then cut this green one, then we'll purchase that one and cut a good bit in there. That's a lot of land too. Oh well, that's gonna be fun. You know, I could really take or leave the big trees. It doesn't really matter to me. I know a lot of people like the big trees. Maybe, you know, if that's what you're used to, maybe up in the Pacific Northwest or something, those giant trees and stuff. But I really don't care. I mean, you know, I live here in South United States. We don't have giant trees like that. I mean, if the tree gets up around 24 inches, 26 inches, something like that at the butt, I mean, the mills don't even know how to deal with it. There's some mills that won't even take the logs if they're that big. Because we're on short rotation down here. A lot of times what you'll run into is, you know, probably 12 to 18 inch diameter butts, I would guess. Just especially like the paper mills and stuff, they just can't take all that big stuff. Even let's see, there's a plywood mill. They could probably take something a little bigger, but even their machines I don't think would handle really big logs. Tough on the old hills like that. Sometimes you gotta get it just right. let's see here. There's my skidder. I've got just a few trees down. Let's go grab everything that's down. Try to get everything cleaned up. Then we have to cut some more. We're about out. Yeah, if any of you saw the FDR video on his King of the Forest challenge map, it's pretty cool. I think it's a neat idea and be something that, you know, could spark a little interest in the logging side of things, and I think he's eventually going to want to do like prizes and stuff for it, which would be kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to compete or not. I don't know. It's interesting. It's be kind of fun, I think, but I don't know. I may or may not. But just for fun, the other day when I saw his video on the rules of this stuff, I went in there and downloaded the map, and I tested out that first challenge, the Fellabuncher challenge on the small trees. That's a little tougher than it looks, because there's a lot of trees in there to cut. But I'll tell you what, if you can do it in less than 30 minutes, you're a beast. Because I was going as fast as I could, and I didn't have my arm swing or the cab swing. It was, I've got it. I think I can turn the sensitivity up on that just a little bit. But in fact, I think you go into. Of course, it's going to save. Go into the settings here. Okay, so it must not be there. It must be on the. Oh, there's the vehicle arm sensitivity. Yeah, so that does go higher than. Let's just see what that does. Okay, so that makes that a lot quicker. But the cab swing, I wonder if that actually did anything. It sure looks like it's going a little faster. See, it kind of really speeds up there. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so I need to change that. Because see how slow my cab's swinging? So it took me 30 minutes and 16 seconds to complete that challenge. I only dropped 2 trees, so I did pretty good. But the thing was I didn't double grab or double cut. I was doing singles for the most of it. I did double some, but then I got to the where I was dropping a tree where it wasn't grabbing right, because it's kind of tough, you know. With this I was using actually this setup right here. I had the 909 and the this Fellabuncher head on here, but it's kind of tough to get it just right on a double grab. So I was trying to be sure to not drop any trees. But once I started doing the doubles, it did seem to kind of speed up a little bit. So I don't normally do that, so I'd have to really practice on the doubles. But you can see how slow this thing swings the tree around, so you can imagine trying to throw them in those goalposts as to how long that would take. So I just need to adjust that vehicle arm sensitivity, and that should take care of it. But it's kind of fun, you know. I'm looking forward to watching some of those videos, people trying out those challenges. Because, like I said, on that first one, the fell buncher on those small trees, if you're under 30 minutes, I mean, you're pretty good. But you know, like I said, I didn't have my vehicle arm sensitivity up very high, and I wasn't double grabbing the whole time. I was doing singles there to start, just because I wanted to be consistent and not, you know, drop any trees. Trying to be really careful not to drop any trees, because that really wastes some time. Because you know, like especially if you're cutting a tree, you know, and kind of like that maybe, and it accidentally falls on you this way, you know, so then you're really in a mess, because you end up with something like this. You can't see, you can't reach over there and grab it, so you got to you know, push it over like this, and then you got to come over here and you got to pick it back up, you know, so you're really wasting a lot of time if you're dropping trees. So because I did that only twice, and luckily one time I was able to really pick it up quickly, but that second time I dropped a tree, it ended up like that, you know, faced the wrong direction, and I was trying to get it turned back around where I could pick it up, and I really wasted some time there. Probably a good 30 seconds to a minute maybe. You see how slow the cab rotates around with this setting. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching some of those videos and seeing, you know, some of the times that people put up on those things. It'll be fun. Then another problem I ran into was my Xbox controller sometimes will stick when I'm driving the machine forward or backward. So there was a couple times there where it stuck and my machine kept driving and I was wanting it to stop. The other thing is, if you have foot pedals and you can get them to work, then you'll be like probably, I would guess, a good 2 to 3 minutes quicker even. Just depends on your technique, I guess. Because I don't have foot pedals, I've got to grab my Xbox controller and switch between my joysticks and that. So that wastes some time there. I'd say, yeah, if you got foot pedals, you could probably save a good at least 2 minutes, you know, probably, just because you don't have to switch between joysticks and controller. But you know, I've heard, I don't know why it wouldn't, but I've heard that the foot pedals don't work in 19. I could be wrong about that, but maybe they added support for them or something. It's just about too far out there. You see how long it takes to swing around, get it in position, drop the tree, so it's, you know, it takes some time. Also, when you're trying to go really fast, any kind of movement that's a little slow, kind of gets exaggerated. I was like, come on, swing around, swing around. I was trying to get the cab to go swing around a little faster, and it was just so slow. But now I know I need to adjust it. And I thought that about that, you know, as I was doing the challenge, was maybe I need to adjust the that vehicle arm sensitivity, but I wasn't sure if that was going to affect the cab movement or not, which I guess it does now. So I may try that again sometime. In fact, I may just put up a video. You know, it's kind of fun. It only takes about 30 minutes or so. I may do a video of that just for fun. I don't think I'm going to compete in that thing. I don't know. I don't really have any desire to log on to FTR server and all that stuff and do all that business. I'm just gonna play for fun. Let everybody else compete. Alright, got that taken care of. Is there any other trees over here? Some back that way, but those, I guess those win. We got everything that's from this area that we're in up to the blue line, so go back this way and start working towards that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get these trees skidded up and processed and hopefully get us a load out of here. We got about 30 minutes or so left in the video. If I get to skidding, should have time to process them, load them up, deliver them to the sawmill at least. I mean, I have time to, well, I guess we could drop in there and sell them automatically, but I think I am going to cut just a couple more trees, though. I don't know if I have enough with what we got on the ground. Big trees. Those, I don't like that was Pine Stage 5, I think. I don't like those trees. Nothing but a crooked old pile of wood. Nothing. I don't like the trees. Yeah, it actually feels pretty good to be back playing Farming Simulator now. They're doing some logging. It's bit of a stress reliever, you know, just kind of hop in here, cut some trees, get them up, process them, load them up. It's kind of therapeutic in a little way. Yeah, I tell you, work has been extremely stressful lately. Let me try some. See if I can't swing these 4 right here around. That didn't work out too good. I was trying to swing those around. You just have to get the one that's got left behind later. Too much weight now. I think we got it. Yeah, I figured we had too many on there. Oh well, we'll make it. Use this tree right here to swing around. Go for this one, actually. Oh, we almost got caught. We'll say as long as we don't get caught on that one. Oh yeah, and the FDR on that King of the Forest map, the skitter soccer looked kind of fun. I can't wait to see somebody try that. Big giant basketball in the middle of a soccer field. It's 2 goal posts, and you gotta. I guess it's just a big game of soccer with skitters. Funny. It's like just a couple more trees left, 3 or 4 maybe. And we'll get busy processing that. We should have enough time to get it loaded down to the sawmill. And looks like we've got 1 tree here. Oh yeah, that's that one big pine stage 6 or 5 or whatever it was that went weird on me. Let's see if I can get it lynched up here. Hopefully it doesn't push this other tree around. Yep, so last night, which was Sunday night, I guess during the NFL football game, there was a spot there for the new Star Wars, the last trailer, the Rise of Skywalker, the final trailer before the movie release kind of thing, and I watched it, and then my wife's like, hey, let's go back over there to Bossier to the boardwalk. They've got a movie theater there where we have reserved seating and go ahead and pre-purchase tickets and stuff like that. So that's what I did last night. I've got 2 tickets and 2 seats reserved, so we can get there whenever, not to worry about our seats being taken. That's pretty awesome. That's the first time I've been to a movie theater where the seats have been reserved. I bought plenty of tickets early, but it's never at a theater where you actually had reserved seating, so that's really cool. We don't have anything like that where we live. We have a movie theater, but it's just basically kind of like general admission. They're supposed to be adding on to that movie theater though, and I haven't heard anything about it in a long time. But this theater here where we live was built probably, let's see, it probably would have been about, gosh, I don't know, 2006 to 2010, somewhere in there. And it has, I think, 6 or 8 screens. Could be more than that. Could be as many as 10 or 12. I just don't remember. But none of it's reserved seating. But they're supposed to be adding on to the theater, adding a restaurant in there. I think one of the movie theaters where you can order the food and they'll bring it to you, that sort of stuff. I think they're going to be doing that. But I haven't heard about that in quite a while. They haven't started construction, that's for sure. Because I went and saw Rambo not too long ago, and it's like they ain't done nothing. forget to move that. Okay, so that's all the trees we had cut. Maybe that'll be enough for a load, but now we're kind of getting in danger of not being able to make the load, so get busy processing and see what we can do. Yep. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. There we go. Let's see here, gotta make sure. Okay, where, oh, maybe I need to switch. Well, I don't know what length we're cutting at here. Okay, that looks right. That was like 5. Okay, that's what I thought we were on, but that wasn't showing. Oh, Is anybody watching Gold Rush? That's one of my favorite shows. I don't watch too many things on TV, and Gold Rush is one of them. We don't have a lot of channels, stuff mainly just got over the air and Netflix, stuff like that, but I do watch Gold Rush, and that's a pretty good one. I think Parker may be in over his head this year, but we'll see how it all plays out. And the Beats family, they're just kind of screwed because they ended up they're losing their water lease or something, and or water permit, and so they're having to do all kind of crazy stuff to make some gold this year, but they're getting it done. And I think I'm getting ready to purchase Disney Plus. I want to definitely check out The Mandalorian. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I'm going to check that out. And there's some other cool stuff that's going to be on there. And I saw where it's kind of bundled with, let's see, what is it? All the Disney stuff, the Marvel stuff, Star Wars, and National Geographic, I believe, is also on there. Not that I would sit around all day watching National Geographic, but I do enjoy some programs on there. I've watched some stuff on there before. Oh yeah, and for those of you that catch this, I'll probably put something up on Facebook or YouTube or something here later. But I think I'm going to plan on doing some sort of a Christmas giveaway. Looks like with the revenue coming in, I should be getting paid for the first time since my channel's been monetized this go round, about December or so. So it's looking like right now I'm making about anywhere from 20, I think it was $23 or $24. And in fact, I may not be able to do it in December. It may actually go to January, but it looks like I'm making about $23 to $25 a month with the the video views and all that stuff. So we'll see, though. I'm probably going to do some sort of a Christmas giveaway. And I certainly do appreciate all the new subscribers. I've had quite a few in the last month or so. It seems like it's been pretty consistently around I had to go back and look to be sure, but it seems like it's about 70 or so subscribers a month, something like that, that I'm picking up. So it's pretty cool, and I certainly appreciate all the new subscribers and those that have been around for a long time and watching my videos and comments and suggestions and all that. So I really appreciate all that, and I do like to read the comments. You know, if you got anything to say about the videos, hopefully positive, but even the negative ones, I guess I can, you know, take some criticism here or there. But I like reading all the comments, I like seeing what's going on. I may not get back with you right away, but you know, I try to answer most of the comments. I get tired sometimes of all the comments about where do I find this mod or that mod. I mean, it's not hard. Go on Google and type in Farming Simulator 19 and whatever mod you're looking for, and sometimes it'll find it, sometimes it doesn't. But then if you don't find it there, go to like for instance, I use FarmingSimulator19mods.com, or you could go to modhub.us.com, or no, it's just, I think it's just modhub.us. Modhub.us. That's another really good site. They've got lots of other different stuff on there too, American Truck Simulator and stuff like that. But it's not hard to find the Farming Simulator mods. But yeah, I mean, if you're not even going to put forth the effort to look for a mod, then I don't think that really, you know, unless, like, I could see maybe the Hommakra map, you know, because I found that on the North Modding Company Discord channel, and I know I saw it just today actually on the Farming Simulator 19mods.com website, but I'm not sure if that's the same version I'm playing on or not. But you know, I can see if it's a custom mod or something like that, yeah. But if it's something that's public and you haven't even searched for it, you know, I'm not going to answer that. I just don't have time to answer all those kinds of questions. Okay, so we got just a couple more over there, but I'm quickly running out of time, so tell you what, I'm going to leave those right there for next time. There's just four more trees to cut, process up. I don't think we quite have enough for a load. That's maybe a half to 3/4 right there, so we'll have to cut down some more trees next time and try to make that load out. But anyway, I need to reposition my truck too. I don't think I quite got it in the right spot. It needs to be back in the truck. It needs to be right there, not over there. I need to get maybe FDR's track dozer, the dozer in here, and actually plow me a spot so I know where to park the truck. But we'll do that next time. We got a little bit of money, not a whole lot, but maybe we can lease it or something and just return it later. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and y'all have a good rest of the week, and we'll see you back here again on Friday. And like I said, I may just on a whim, I may just hop on FDR's King of the Forest Challenge map and just kind of show y'all what I can do on the fellow buncher stuff. I really like doing the fellow buncher. The loader, I don't know, I may give that a shot too, but like all the forwarder and the loader box climb challenge and all that, I don't care anything about that, so I'm not going to do that. But it'll be fun to play around on that map, so we might do that next time. But anyway, until then, y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.